Hi students, I hope all are fine. So today what we are going to learn is about supplementary reading The Lost Child. Okay, it is written by Mulkraj Anand, and this is a story in which a child gets lost. Okay, as we know, when we go for a festival and so on, as children we would be looking around to the things that are there, especially in the shops, the the toys that are there. Then some, if there are clowns we would be looking at them, if there are rides we would be looking at them. So there is a high probability for a child or for children to get lost. So that is what we are going to see today, about a child who was with his parents, and he was looking around for everything that was happening there. So this child, after that, he gets lost, or let us also see whether he will be reunited with his family, or he is lost in the world of wonders. All those things we will see in this chapter. Okay, so without much of introduction, we shall enter the chapter. So a child goes to a fair with his parents. He is happy and excited and wants the sweets and toys displayed there. But his parents don't buy them for him. Why then does he refuse when someone else offers them to him? Isn't it? So this the background is this: that a child goes for a fair or a festival, okay, with his parents, and the child wants to have some sweets, some toys, but his parents were unwilling to buy them for him. So will he refuse if anybody else comes and gives him a sweet? The child will not refuse, he will take that. So that is what we are going to see here. It was the festival of spring. From the wintry shades of narrow lanes and alleys emerged a gaily clad humanity. Some walked, some rode on horses, others sat, being carried in bamboo and bullock carts. One little boy ran between his father's legs, brimming over with life and laughter. Okay, so the background is this, that it's a fair, and there were so many people. Some were walking, some were riding on horse, then some were sitting. Okay, and there were some bamboos and so on being carried by bullock carts. Okay, all those things were happening. So at that time there is a tiny little boy who was with his parents, and he just ran from the presence of the parents with laughter and life. "Come, child, come," called his parents as he lagged behind, fascinated by the toys in the shops that lined the way. He hurried towards his parents, his feet obedient to their call, his eyes still lingering on the receding toys. As he came to where they had stopped to wait for him, he could not suppress the desire of his heart, even though he well knew the old cold stare of refusal in their eyes. "I want that toy," he pleaded. His father looked at him, red eyed, in his familiar tyrant way. His mother, melted by the free spirit of the day, was tender, and giving him her finger to hold, said, "Look, child, what is before you?" It was a flowering mustard field, pale like melting gold as it swept across miles and miles of even land. Okay, so as we saw, this child was running from the presence of his parents to see the things that are there. Then the child, after looking at so many things like that, all the toys, the child was lagging behind. His parents had already walked. Then his parents called to him, saying, "Come on, child, come here, you are lagging behind." So the child was obedient to the parents. So the parents had stopped in a place where they could wait for the child to come. So this child was looking around. He saw so many toys, so many sweets, everything. And this child was obedient to the call of his parents, and he came to his parents. And when he came to his parents, he could not suppress his feeling. So his parents understood that this child wanted some sweets or toys. Then his father had a regular stare of refusal. Okay, means to say his father did not want to buy him anything, and his but the child said, "I want a toy." He pleaded, and his father looked at him like that he would not buy and give. And also his mother was there. She was okay. Always mothers have a melting heart. If the child wants something, mothers will do all the means possible to buy and give. So here also this mother also is like that. So she was there with a melting heart. So she gave the finger of her hand to this child, telling him to hold on. And she said, "See what is there ahead. Look ahead and see what is there in front." And the child saw it was a flowering mustard field. Okay, it was a long flowering mustard field. A group of dragonflies were bustling about on their gaudy purple wings, intercepting the flight of a lone black bee or butterfly in search of sweetness from the flowers. The child followed them in the air with his gaze till one of them would still its wings and rest, and he would try to catch it. But it would go fluttering, flapping up into the air when he had almost caught it in his hands. Then his mother gave a cautionary call. "Come, child, come, come on to the footpath." He ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while, being, however, soon left behind, attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out from their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. Okay, so his mother told the boy, okay, "Look ahead, there is a mustard field." And when the boy looked ahead, the boy could see a group of dragonflies flying about in that area, intercepting a bee. There was a bee, okay, black bee, or the author also says it can also be a butterfly. Okay, so this butterfly or this black bee was going in search of sweetness, okay, in order to satisfy its hunger. So these dragonflies were a group of them. So there were a lot of them. So they blocked the way or blocked the path of this black bee or the butterfly. Okay, then this boy could see, he was very much fascinated to see the dragonflies, and some of them would come and sit there, and this boy wanted to catch them. Okay, so this boy found that there was one who was sitting in a place, and this boy went there to catch it. So when this boy was about to catch this dragonfly, would flap their wings and fly away. So his mother, then there was one moment when this boy almost caught a dragonfly. At that time, his mother gave a cautionary call, saying, "See, you are out of the footpath." Footpath is a place where they walk. "Come to the footpath. You are out of the footpath. So come to us and walk in the footpath." Then he ran towards his parents, and he stayed with them for some time. Okay, but However, what happened? He was just looking around, he was seeing all the things that are happening there, and again he lagged behind. Come, child, come. His parents called from the shade of a grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well. He ran towards them. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove, and forgetting his parents, he began to gather the raining petals in his hands. But lo, he heard the cooing of doves and ran towards his parents, shouting, "The dove! The dove!" The raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. "Come, child, come!" They called to the child, who had now gone a running in wild capers round the banyan tree, and gathering him up, they took the narrow, winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard fields. Okay, so this is what happened. This child was with the parents for some time, and yet he was lagging behind because he was admiring the beauty of the things that were there, beauty of the toys, beauty of the sweets, and he could not experience the sweetness of any of the toy or any of the sweets. So again he was lagging behind, and his parents rested beside a well. There was a grove. Okay, so his parents rested there, and they called to the boy, "Come fast!" And as the boy was walking to his parents, he touched the groove, and all the flowers fell down. Groove is like a wooden piece. Okay, they must have kept some flowers there. So when the boy touched this, all the flowers came down, and this boy forgot his parents, and he was just collecting all the flowers. Then he heard the sound of or cooing of the doves. Okay, there were so many doves, and this boy was a bit frightened. He ran from there, forgetting to take the rain of flowers. And when he reached his parents, he left the flowers on the ground, and he said, "The doves, the doves, I'm afraid." Then his parents said, "It's okay, come on, let us go." And this boy, together with his parents, made path, made path to the fair. Okay, fair through the mustard fields. Okay, they had to move across or walk across the mustard field in order to reach the fair. So in the next class we will see what exactly would happen to this boy. Okay, whether will he be lost, if anyone will give him any sweets and capture the boy or kidnap the boy, all those things we shall see in the next class. Okay, so here we have a worksheet. So what are you supposed to do? See, make a list of things the boy noticed in the festival. So you can just put it here in all the circles, some of the things which the boy noticed. Okay, so I hope today's class is clear to you. Thank you and bye.